Intimate calf and thigh, and basically you're stretching fascia. So you're coming out like this and then rolling a little bit. So getting on his muscular tissue, try to stay off the bone. You okay?
Yeah.
So as you want to do points, you can do bladder 60, gallbladder 34, you can do stomach 36, stomach 40 for phlegm right here. So there's a lot of points in here. You can also lean into piriformis, so you can do gallbladder 30, which is right near the junction between the tendon and the muscle. That's about where gallbladder 30 is. Just put a little pressure on there. I think that's all it says, right? What I wrote? Yeah. And percuss. So, keep your wrists pretty loose. You can also do it with the karate chop. Remember what that is in Chinese? Split finger, remember, for the lungs. Stimulate. Okay, Sacral CPR. So we're going to go for PMS symptoms. I've had women in my classes that were doubled over in class and wanted to go home, and I just said, hang on a second, let's try this first. And so basically what you're going to do is you're going to go to the base of the sacrum. This is the apex, then you have the coccyx. Not the apex, you're going to go to the base and you're going to press down on it. And usually they're going to say, that hurts. So you're increasing this tippage of the sacrum. And so what you want to do is you want to put a hand, not on the coccyx, but just above it, right on the apex, curl your fingers up, and then you want to do a CPR. So you're going to do 15 reps like the old days. Now they change it to no breathing and 5 or something.
Always change, yeah.
Every time I go, I was like, when are you going to make sense of this?
Yeah.
So we're going to go 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And just sort of rock them. Let some blood in there. So you can do 3 sets of 15. Usually, after the third set, the symptoms of PMS are reduced dramatically. Like we're talking in the 80 percentile, 90 percentile. The person's just amazed. It's really good for those of you that are working on something. They say, hey, I'm going through a menstrual cycle right now, a lot of cramps. They say, oh, don't worry about it. We'll start with that first. Sacral CPR. Okay, now, the only time you do it on a male is if you pressed on the apex and he said, oh, that feels really good. That actually helps my back pain. You press here and he says, oh, that feels good. Obviously, you'd want to go more forward, but rarely is a person's sacrum tipped this way. It's most always going to be tipped that way, okay? So there's a second set, 15, shake them, and then do the third set, 15. So basically just curl the fingers like you do in CPR, and then put the other hand on top, and your pressure is just going down, just like you did CPR. You guys have all learned CPR, so this is my sacral CPR. Okay? We'll go to the next category. So we're going to go into the prone, back and torso. So now we're going to get into our Cobra stuff. So the first one is palm press the legs, medial and lateral. So the way you do that is you're just going to go ahead and palm press. So you can start from the knee and go out, or you can come from the ankle and the hip and go down. Right, and you can tear a muscle off bone if you want. And you're going to do this on both sides, obviously. Second thing you want to do, go back to knee pressing the feet. So start with 1 foot at a time, and then get them prepped up, and then you can go both knees if you want. You okay, Jonathan? Obviously, most of your pressure is going to be on your hands. You don't want to put too much body weight on the feet, but as much as they can handle. Then we're going to climb up, and we're going to take muscle off bone with the knees. So again, I'm putting the knee on the calf and then turning it off the bone. So it takes a little dexterity. When you get up to here, we can actually go right on to the thighs. Now, they talk about the endangerment sites, back of the knee. There's no such thing. That's an urban legend. We stick needles in there. It's, what, bladder 40. you know. So if you guys can, or anybody that watches this on YouTube can actually show me documentation, please send it to my email. It'll be at the bottom of it. And I'd love to see it because I've asked people many times, don't say that unless you got documentation. And they just say it anyway. Okay, so then we're going to thumb fist. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. When we're in this position, we can go ahead and, this is called a franzoni. So, a person named Franzoni invented it, so we give him credit. He wasn't even a massage therapist, so big credit to him if he ever watches this. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and thumb fist. So what's this in Chinese? Tuina? No. On roll fire, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to do little circles.
Like he was pressing.
Yeah. So the thumb is like that for those of you that are watching. This limits the depth of the finger going into his tissue because it can only go so far. If you want it to go less far, you can just use the second finger. Okay, and then we'll get up to the next one. We can C-squeeze the spine. So you can go ahead and grab. You okay? So basically this is like Nafa and Tuina. Also what you can do is you can grab tissue, then have the other hand help. So this sort of engages the tissue, and then this hand locks the tissue down and does the work. So engage, and you squeeze your hand, lock the tissue down so you can actually move it.
And you're on the spine?
Mm-hmm. Again, urban legend, don't ever touch the spine. It's like you can't massage pregnant people. Urban legends. Pull client's shoulders up, put one leg at 90 degrees for more power. So I'm at 90 degrees, so what I can do is go ahead and inhale for me. Keep your hands right there, that's fine. Exhale. So I'm just going to go ahead and start stretching a little bit. Put your hands behind your head. We could do it on the elbows if you want now. Just go slow. We can do some nice, gentle stretching.
It's the pirate ship.
Yeah. Go ahead and put your arms behind your back. And Roman handshake my hands. Now I can go ahead and lift them. And you slide them all over the place. Okay. Following along. When we've got them up in the air, we can go ahead and do alternating. We can also do circular motion. We have them up in the air like that, pull back. And then finally, with one arm behind their back, roll the client on their side, the rotated arm. So, go ahead and put this one behind. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll. This is a nice one. We've already done something similar to this. Okay. Want to try those? Bonus material. Yeah, just walk up there. Nice.
Yeah, it just kind of pinned my gas rock on.
Your muscles feel pretty tight.
You okay?
Actually, no, yeah. I think that was
I could only take
once with flexion, and then you do it once with extension and contraction both ways. You could do it for like 10 minutes. Without, it's just if you're laying down, the blood ain't rushing your head.
I got actually got used to doing it. I can do it for about 10 minutes.
I do about 35.
I think for a while.
And then I can sometimes I'll just
Put my hand on her front.
It's just that it keeps.
It's like on the video.
Twist. I like to twist. So hanging out.
Yeah. So sore right there.
Twist to grab the
Yeah,
frame.
it feels really tight.
Yeah.
It's like this shoulder.
The body's very resilient.
Oh.
Very resilient. The body.